Hey everyone, how's your day going? My name is Jonathan, and I want to say thank you so much for supporting me in my last video. It really means a lot. I didn't expect to get as many views as I did, so that's super awesome. And for those of you who watched the whole video, you guys are especially awesome. For my future videos, for time's sake, I'll keep it at 10 minutes. And if you haven't done so already, subscribe. And again, thank you so much. Now, let's get back to the video. Alright, now the materials that we're going to need. You're going to need some JR plugs. These are male JR plugs. This is what you're going to be using for the project. So for the blinkers, you're going to need 2 of them. And now I bought some LEDs on Amazon. So these are 3mm LED lights that are already pre-wired and that have an existing resistor, so you don't have to do the math to figure out what kind of resistor your LEDs need. And then within that kit, it also comes with some light buckets. So these are going to be very useful to mount these lights with, so you don't have to use blob of hot glue or whatever. And then you have the option to use some heat shrink wrap or some Scotch electrical tape. So there's that. And then now, tools. So what you're gonna need is a soldering iron, some soldering wire, some wire strippers, and this is just to help clean the tip of your soldering iron so you can solder pretty. And then have some helping hands. Now, one more thing. Your gladiator. Now, for this project, it will only work with the gladiator because of the new ESC that it comes with. So there's 2 plugs at the very edge on this side, and those are going to be the 2 plugs you're going to be using for the blinkers. So the one that says R3, that's going to be for when you're turning left, and the one that says L2, that's when you're going to be turning right. So let's get started. So first we're going to cut the wire, then we're going to strip the wires with this. So by doing that, you simply pinch it from here, and with this you're going to twirl it around, slowly pulling it so you get that. And then you're going to do the exact same thing with these wires. Now this already has some exposed, but it's not enough for you to play with, so we're gonna do this. Okay, so now we're gonna cut some heat shrink tubing. So if you notice, one is smaller than the other. So what I'm gonna do with the bigger one is have this wire with the LEDs, just feed it through the hole. Alright, what you can do in the meantime while your soldering iron heats up, you can tie this wire onto the other and just wrap it. Now I'm no pro at soldering either, but as long as you wrap it enough, you should be good. And you're going to do the same with the black. I have soldering wire. Now it should be pretty much ready. So like I said, you're gonna want to have this in there. Just put some on the very top. And boom. First wire is done. Now we're going to do the next one. And there we go. That's it. Now you can take off the tape that you put on to keep track which wires are which. And then whatever excess you have, just snip that off. Then done. This is what you'll have now. Now what you're going to do is slide this first tubing. So this is going to be the smaller one. What you're going to do is actually cover the red wire first. Now you can strain these here a little bit up. And that's where this big one comes into play. Right, now that we have the left blinkers done, I'm gonna go ahead and do the right ones on off camera, and I'll be back with you shortly. All right, now we have left and right. Sick, now let's mount them up. A little tip to keep when you pull back the sticker carefully. I get some electrical tape, and the sticky side, you're gonna fold it within. So there, see? So it's not the outside will not be sticky. And so this is what you're gonna put on the sticker while you work on making the holes. Now you can fit the first one in, so you're gonna have to like close up right a bit. Now if you feel like the hole is too small still, then you're gonna want to, you know, make it bigger. And boom, there we go. So that should be how it looks. Then now you can feed the wire. Now I placed it through the bottom. Now for the inside, what you're gonna want to do is kind of open these up, these little flaps of the light bucket, just a little bit. Just enough so you can stick this LED through there. Alright. You should feel like a little click. If you don't feel that, then you should open it up a little bit more. It should clip on just like with the bumper. There we go. Once you feel it pop out a little bit, that's perfect. All right. Now, what we're gonna do is remove the electrical tape. Tape it, stick it back on. Just rub it just so like you get some of that stickiness back with the heat you make. All right. That's in. Now I just gotta tighten up the wires. All right, so I mounted the blinkers onto the front bumper. Then I mounted them back to the rear. Sticker still was able to stick back on. And now we have working turn signals. Super, super awesome. Look at that. All right, well, there you have it. You got a nice little crawler. Now you can indicate where you're going, and maybe people will let you pass now. All right, there you have it. Your Jeep Gladiator now has indicator lights. I hope you found this video helpful, somewhat entertaining. Comment down below what was your favorite part, or if you learned anything new. And don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. Thank you for watching, and I see you guys on the next video.